Welcome to Eat Your Backyard, and in today's video we're going to talk about coconuts. So I decided a good place to talk about coconuts is on a warm tropical beach. In this case, as a tropical storm approaches. Now, I have owned coconut trees in the past in my yard and found them to be wonderful. I had a yellow Malaysian, which is a dwarf type of coconut. It produced lots of coconuts. Stayed somewhat small, but ended up getting a type of white fly, and I got rid of it. Now, could have treated it, but it was in a place where it was about to be in a position to drop the coconuts onto a car. So can't have that. You can see that a normal coconut tree produces so many coconuts. More coconuts than you can possibly know what to do with. Unless, of course, you know what to do with them. So let's get into some background of coconuts. Well, they were distributed widely by the Polynesians throughout the South Pacific. They made their way around to the other side of the globe, and we've never looked back. They are incredibly easy to grow. Every time I've grown a coconut, and I grew many from that Malaysian yellow coconut tree I had, I would just simply bury the full nut after it gets to a good size. I'd just take it, bury it halfway in the ground on its side, and almost every time it would sprout. It sends down a taproot, and then out the nut itself cracks, and out comes a sprout, and a coconut tree starts moving for the sky. Now, the cool thing about a coconut tree is the fronds are very sturdy. You can see from these, there's no wind, but those are heavy fronds, and they're still able to hold a non-weeping shape for most of the stalk. Coconut fiber is incredibly strong, and the two primary kinds of coconut trees that I'm aware of are the green coconut and the yellow coconut. I know there are other types of subvariants of coconuts, the king coconut for just its drinking quality. But they're incredibly easy to grow. Now, they are, of course, cold sensitive. They won't make it through a freeze. But they're really not that expensive to incorporate into your yard if you know how to do it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. You can get coconuts to grow right off the internet, right off Amazon, and support Eat Your Backyard. I'll leave links in the description and walk through some examples. But these trees are somewhat older. I would say they're in the 20 to 30 year old range. A coconut tree will get to its full diameter rather quickly within the first 10 years or so. And they seem to like to be trimmed to expose the trunk. They can make a good candidate for a curb coconut if kept up with. Otherwise, the width of the spread of the fronds is very significant. You can see the size of these fronds compared to those chairs. This is a serious tree. Now, these are green coconuts for sure, which is the large variety. There are dwarf greens as well. I think I'll show a link to one of those. But typically it's the yellow Malaysians that are considered to be the dwarfs, and they are much smaller than this. Now, fertilization can be an issue sometimes. A decent lawn fertilizer, even granular lawn fertilizer, or a palm fertilizer, I'll leave links down in the description, will work well, just a little bit around the base. And the best way is to bury a fish at the base. Okay, so now let's see what's on Amazon. Well, here's one live seed, $15. And like I said, high germination success rate, so I think that's a pretty good deal. And if what you were looking for was that specific type, the Hawaiian green, which is a classic, let's admit it, then it's well worth grabbing one. Here's another one. This one comes pre-sprouted, but you can see you pay a premium for the privilege of the pre-sprouting. By my math, I could get 4 of those other coconuts, and even if only 3 of them sprouted, I'd have 3 coconut trees instead of 1. So I don't think I'd go that way, but you kind of skip a step. Here's another one, a little less expensive. This one is claiming to be dwarf. So, you know, a green dwarf is something that's interesting to me. That's something that would almost entice me to grab one, but it's not like you're going to go to your local nursery and they're going to have 4 types of coconut trees, which is why I like the Amazon option. I encourage you to purchase some from the links in the description and also support Eat Your Backyard. Here's another Hawaiian, and they list it as the Cocos nucifera, which is the technical term for the coconut tree. Again, they listed as the Hawaiian. That's the classic green coconut. That's the style that I was showing in the drone flyovers that we did. Now here's the beautiful yellow coconut. Look at those suckers. That's exactly how mine looked. Oh, I miss it. And that's why I'm going to get another one. I think I'm going to order this one, actually. We'll see. But if you search on coconuts in Amazon, once you click on the links in the description, you'll find plenty of options. I encourage you to go ahead and grab one of those and leave your experience in the comments for this video. Hey, thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Hope to see you soon.